Hi everyone, today we're reading Watch Me Go. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe and like. On a busy farm with any luck, you might hear a chicken going, cluck, cluck, cluck. But what is a chicken? Chicken is a type of bird. All birds have wings and feathers and lay eggs. Some birds are wild, while others, like chickens, are domesticated. This means they are kept as a pet or on a working farm. Chickens, geese, and turkeys are all types of domesticated birds. There are many different breeds of chicken. Some are covered in soft, fluffy feathers like the silky. Others have patterned feathers like the sea bright. Some chickens have big crests on their head like the polished chicken. And others, like the onaorgy, have really long tail and feather. But no matter what they look like, they all have the same anatomy. A chicken has a comb. A comb is the red skin that stands up on the crown of its head. A beak. A wattle, this is the skin that hangs under a chicken's beak. A cockerel is bigger than a hen. It has longer and brighter colored tail, feathers, and a bigger wattle and comb. 2 wings. Chickens have short wings and are too heavy for them to fly. They can jump and flap their wings, but spend most of their lives on the ground. Feathers keep a chicken warm and help them to flap. Chicken feathers come in lots of different colors and shapes. The winged chicken's feathers can be black or blue, white or silver, or a mix. Toes with claws to scratch the ground for food. But this chicken isn't alone. She is with her flock. Chickens live in a group called a flock. A flock has lots of female and chickens known as hen. Flocks will sometimes have baby chickens called chicks. A flock also has one male chicken called a cockerel or rooster. Each flock has a pecking order. The hens at the top of the pecking order get food and drink first and take the best places to sleep. Cock-a-doodle-doo. It's the cockerel's job to look after the flock. He starts the day with a crow or a cock a doodle-doo to tell everyone, "This is my flock." Where is this hen off to now? He's off to find a safe place to build a nest. Most birds build a nest to lay their eggs in birds. Birds nest from things they can collect like grass, moss, or sticks. If you put a nest box up in your backyard, a wild bird might make their nest in there too. Some birds build their nests out of twigs and trees. Other birds make their nests from mud. Hens build their nests from straw or grass on the ground. where they are warm, dry, and safe. On a farm, they might build a nest in a barn, hen house, or special nest boxes. Now that her nest is ready, it's time for the hen to lay an egg. Chickens' eggs come in lots of different colors. Most hens will lay up to 250 eggs a year. Aquarius lay blue eggs. Small chickens like bantam breeds lay smaller eggs. White-ented lay large brown eggs. Hybrid chickens called Easter eggs can lay pastel-colored eggs. Rustlers lay speckled eggs. A hen will lay between 7 and 15 eggs in a nest, laying one egg a day. A group of eggs is called a clutch. Once the hen has laid all the eggs, she sits on top of them. This is called brooding. The hen carefully spreads her feathers over the eggs to keep them warm, helping them to grow. Every so often, she gently turns over each egg to make sure they are going safely and warm all over inside the egg. A chick is beginning to grow. For a chicken to grow, the egg must be fertilized. In a fertilized egg, you will find the egg white or albumin, which helps to protect the chick while it grows. An air sac, which is a small breathing space full of air to help the chick breathe. The bright yellow egg yolk, which provides the growing chick with food. The chicken starts out as an embryo, just a few tiny cells. The mother hen softly clucks to her unhatched chicks so that they begin to recognize their voice. 24 hours before the chicks are ready to hatch, they can be heard peeping inside the egg. The hard eggshell protects the growing chick inside the egg. If you listen closely, you might hear a tap, tap, tap. This egg is starting to hatch. Hatching is hard work and it take an entire day for a chick to appear. First, the chick uses its egg tooth to make a small hole in the shell. This early stage of hatching, the first few breaks in the eggshell is known as pipping. Bit by bit, the chick starts to tap all the way around the shell. It begins to use its body to slowly push off the top of the egg. With a final crack out emerges a little chick. When the chick hatches, it is very tired and its feathers are damp. But after a short rest, its feathers soon dry out and become fluffy. A chick's fluffy feathers are called down. Down can be yellow, brown, gray, black, or white. Until they're adult, feathers grow. Chicks rely on their mothers to keep them warm. When they are cold, they snuggle against her to keep nice and cozy. Shortly after hatching, the chick learns to recognize and bond with the mother hen, which is called imprinting. Over the next few weeks, they will stick closely to its mother. But after 2 weeks, it's time for the chick to start exploring. Along with the other chicks and under the watchful gaze of the mother hen, the chick starts to explore. The hen clucks to get the chick's attention. She shows up how to take a dust bath to keep its feathers nice and clean, how to scratch at the ground for seeds and grains. At any sign of danger, the hen spreads her wings wide and shelters each of her chicks. How to peck at insects with its sharp beak. Over the next few weeks, the chicks grows very quickly. As it grows, its fluffy down is replaced by new glossy adult feathers. Then it starts to grow a comb on the top of its head. The chick is now a pullet. At 6 months old, it's almost time for this little hen to find a quiet place to lay its own eggs. Egg hatching, chick, pullet, adult chicken. The life cycle of a chicken. Glossary. Read.